Indiana Fever set to react to further injuries as more stars join Caitlin Clark on the sidelines. The Fever must adjust their roster again ahead of a clash with the Chicago Sky. The Indiana Fever were dealt a major setback with the news that Sydney Colson and Ari McDonald will miss the rest of the 2025 WNBA season due to injuries sustained in their game against Phoenix Mercury. So how will they react? Both players sustained serious injuries as Colson tore the ACL in her left knee during the first quarter, while McDonald fractured a bone in her right foot in the fourth quarter, ending their campaigns early. These losses come at a critical time as the Fever, who are already without their star guard, Caitlin Clark, who has been sidelined since mid-July with a groin injury, as the team prepares for a crucial stretch in the regular season. Indiana holds a 17-14 record, placing them fifth in the standings with 5 weeks left to secure a spot for the WNBA playoffs. And although they're in a strong position record-wise, this could change that picture. Comparter N WhatsApp. Envier por email. WNBA. Caitlin Clark's candid rookie reflections leave out ex-coach Christy Sides. WNBA. Caitlin Clark's mom sends powerful message that could make all the difference amid her injury struggles. The Indiana Fever were dealt a major setback with the news that Sydney Colson and Ari McDonald will miss the rest of the 2025 WNBA season due to injuries sustained in their game against Phoenix Mercury. So how will they react? Both players sustained serious injuries as Colson tore the ACL in her left knee during the first quarter, while McDonald fractured a bone in her right foot in the fourth quarter, ending their campaigns early. Caitlin Clark praises Coach Blutter's practice style that still shapes her pro game. These losses come at a critical time as the Fever, who are already without their star guard, Caitlin Clark, who has been sidelined since mid-July with a groin injury, as the team prepares for a crucial stretch in the regular season. Indiana holds a 17-14 record, placing them fifth in the standings with 5 weeks left to secure a spot for the WNBA playoffs. And although they're in a strong position record-wise, this could change that picture. Game recap. Mystics vs. Sky, August 5, 25. With the top 8 teams advancing to the postseason, these injuries threaten the Fever's depth and overall chances as the regular season slowly, but surely, draws to a close at the Gainbridge Fieldhouse. McDonald, acquired mid-season to address point guard depth, brought much-needed defensive intensity and energy to the lineup, especially after Clark's absence, whilst Colson added crucial leadership and experience to a young roster. And it seemed to be working as the Fever had shown promising signs of cohesion, going on a 5-game winning streak before recent losses to the Los Angeles Sparks and Mercury. Now, Indiana must quickly adjust to fill the void in ball handling and backcourt leadership, and they face a challenge in finding players who can replicate McDonald's impact and integrate seamlessly into the team's system in little to no time. Despite these setbacks, not all is lost as Indiana retains a strong core group, including Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, Aaliyah Boston, Natasha Howard, Sophie Cunningham, and Lexi Hull. In the immediate term, much of the ball handling responsibility will fall on Mitchell, Cunningham, and Hull, before the franchise moves to sign a hardship player to address the depleted roster, though league rules prevent the signing until after August 9's game against the Chicago Sky. This means the earliest a new player could join the team would be for the game against Paige Bucher's Dallas Wings on Tuesday, August 12. When will Caitlin Clark return to the Indiana Fever lineup? Clark remains sidelined, limited to individual rehab and workouts with no return to team practices, yet, as the Fever make it perfectly clear, they will not rush the 23-year-old back. While Clark's return was not urgently anticipated even before the recent injuries, the Fever are prioritizing her long-term health over a rushed comeback ahead of the WNBA playoffs. So even upon rejoining the squad, she would require time to regain full competitive form, and considering how targeted she is by technical and flagrant fouls, there is no guarantee she wouldn't get hurt again first. In the ever-evolving drama of professional basketball, the Indiana Fever have found themselves cast into an all-too-familiar role, resilient underdog grappling with adversity. But this season, that adversity has taken a sharper, more painful turn. With their young phenom Caitlin Clark already sidelined due to a lingering ankle sprain, the Fever's injury list has swelled alarmingly. And now, as more key players are forced off the court, the team finds itself standing at a crossroads, challenged not just to survive, but to reinvent. Caitlin Clark, the electrifying rookie sensation, arrived in the WNBA with the type of expectations usually reserved for legends. Her deep three-point range, laser-sharp vision, and fearless demeanor transformed the Fever overnight from league obscurity into a must-watch ticket. Indiana hadn't seen this kind of excitement since Tamika Catchings was in her prime. Clark was the spark, on and off the court. But sparks can flicker, and the physical toll of her whirlwind rookie campaign caught up. Now, as she nurses her ankle in street clothes, the team's pulse has slowed. What's more concerning, however, is that she's not alone on the injury report. Veteran forward Nalissa Smith, a vital cog in the Fever's frontcourt machine, has been battling a nagging knee injury. Meanwhile, sharpshooter Christy Wallace twisted her ankle during a routine defensive switch in practice and is now out indefinitely. Add to that the ongoing minutes restriction of Aaliyah Boston, still managing a prior shoulder strain, and the Fever's rotation is starting to look more like a patchwork quilt than a championship-caliber lineup. But professional sports rarely pause for pity. As head coach Christy Sides addressed the media during a recent post-practice presser, her tone was measured but firm. "We're not looking for sympathy. We're looking for solutions," she said. "This is the WNBA. Everyone's dealing with something. We have depth, we have grit, and this is an opportunity, yes, a real opportunity, for players to rise. And rise they must." Behind the injuries lies a silver lining, hidden within the bench, waiting to emerge. Rookie guard Grace Berger, a quiet, cerebral presence, is expected to take on a larger playmaking role. While Berger doesn't have Clark's flash, she possesses a methodical, almost chess-like approach to the game, smart passing, efficient movement, and disciplined defense. She might not make highlight reels, but she makes plays that matter. Then there's Victoria Vivians, the explosive wing with a shooter's touch and a defender's mentality. Often a spark plug off the bench, Vivians is now being tasked with carrying larger scoring loads. This isn't unfamiliar territory for her, but it's a different kind of pressure. She's not just providing relief minutes anymore. She's now one of the leaders. And in the paint, 6 feet 5 inches center Temi Fagbenal, an international veteran with a scrappy edge, will see increased minutes, filling the gaps left by Boston and Smith. Known for her blue-collar rebounding and sneaky footwork in the post, Temi brings a no-nonsense energy the Fever will desperately need in the coming weeks.